Okay, so for that example, first thing I want to do is put in my data, and here's the column for debt, and here's the column for number of credit cards. And keep in mind there that we know then the dependent variable or our y variable or our response variable is the debt. That's basically our debt is the dependent variable, and number of credit cards is our independent variable. So once we do that, then you just go to stat, regression, and you can either go to regression or fitted line plot, but we'll just go to regression and tell it to fit our regression model for us. And again, our response variable is debt, and our predictor variable is our number of credit cards. So I'm popping those in. And once because our debt responds to the number of credit cards, or the amount of debt that we have responds to our number of credit cards that we have. So basically you can think of it that way and click OK, but it looks like you got all that part right. And so after that, I'm going to come down here and let's talk about what we got here. So this is our regression equation. The number by itself is your y-intercept. So your y-intercept is negative 2685, and for some reason you had that off by 1 digit, plus 2.47 times the number of credit cards. This is our slope. So our slope is a positive 2478. So that's our regression equation. Since the slope is positive, that means we are going to have a positive relationship between the two variables. One of the questions you're asked is, what is your r? So let me see if I can write with this. So if r squared is 0.2738, excuse that, I don't have a writing tool with me right now. And you want it, that's what r squared is, not the percent form, but the decimal form, and then take the square root of that, then you will get what r is. And r in this case, I believe, comes out to be, you figure that out and make sure you, I think it said around the 3 decimal places, and I believe you got that right. So you can take the square root of that on your calculator and make sure to round to 3 decimal places. So that's how you find your r. So it's the square root of the decimal form of r squared. I'm trying to think of what else you had questions with. Let me exit the drawing here. Oops, okay. So we got that. And then if you want to see what everything looks like, you can go to stat, regression, and fitted line plot, and put in, there's our response variable again is debt, and our predictor variable is our number of credit cards, and it's a linear regression. So click OK, and then you'll be able to scroll down here. You got the same r squared here. And here's our fitted line plot, where there's your equation again that you need. And here you can see that it is a positive slope. So it is a moderate positive relationship between debt and number of credit cards. And we know that it is moderate because our r came out to be 0.5. So that's right in the middle of 0 and 1. So 0.5 would be moderate. If it had come out to be like 0.9, we would have said it was a strong positive relationship.